Hey, um, a quick one today because I don't have a lot of time. It's important for us to remember that we cannot change them. And what I mean by that is nothing you can say is going to make people change or understand your point of view unless they want to understand. If you're having a moment of enlightenment or of, you found a better way, you found you've decided you don't want to do something anymore. You don't want to fight, you don't want to whatever, repeat a bad pattern or habit. You can't share that wisdom. They won't take it. You can't change them. Nothing you can say or do to those people will make them change because ignorance is comfortable. And to be a brute is really easy for people. And so obviously they'll do it. So don't waste your energy. This is one of those lessons I think that a lot of people will hear, but they won't actually get it until they try to do it themselves. And then they'll realize that, oh, yeah, I can't change them. The reason I just now thought of this is because I had a disagreement with some of my little brothers, but then I realized, like, ultimately the disagreement came to how the household was ran and, the functionality of said household. But truth be told, it was my bad. I shouldn't have tried to change them because that's not going to work. They won't. Nothing I could say or do is actually going to change their mind, you know? So why should I bother? You know, the sentence that came to me was, a man can't make the pig see that the mud is bad for him. And maybe that's like really narcissistic or high and mighty for me to even think, but that's how I'm thinking, You can't, I can't force people to, I can't force people to me and you. You can't. I can't. None of us can force other people to understand where we're coming from or to make them see a better future for themselves. And so it's important for us to not waste effort like that because ultimately that's really frustrating. It's really frustrating for us to try to get somebody to come on our side, to try to get them to understand us and try to change them so that they can have a better time or a better anything. But you can't do that. It just won't work. It's wasted time, really. It's wasted time, it's wasted effort. You cannot change them. The only way you can change them is through your own efforts. So really, ignore what they're saying, you know, believe in yourself if anything, and just keep on keeping on. Keep on trying to go, keep on trying to move and improve. And eventually they will understand, not because you told them so, but because they see it for themselves. And so the only way they will see it is by wanting it themselves. And you can't make people want a future that they can't even perceive. So if you want to be better, right? If you want to be whatever, if you're striving for excellence in whatever you're doing, whether that be financial freedom or, you know, you're not trying to cut out swearing or anything really, you're trying to improve in general, even going to the gym, and maybe you have a friend who's never even been, it's like you can't get them to want that because their value system is just different. And ultimately, the people that have no idea of that better future that they could have, they will ultimately burn. And you can't try to lull them into improvement through compassion or support. It just doesn't work because they only see that as sappy anyway. They won't listen to you. The only way that they will listen is when they decide themselves that they want something better. So your best course of action is to improve regardless. You know for you what you need, right? You know what kind of improvement you need and what you're striving for. And you can see a glimpse of a better future for yourself. So don't try to, don't try to convince other people. You know what you want. Now go get it. All right. Thanks, guys. Let's catch you in the next one.